incident the other night where they tried to take my neighbor's bike, a Ninja 300, a 400, and my bike. The 400 they were trying to load onto the van. They were trying to load that on first, and then they stopped because I ran out. But they were cutting all the chains. They were trying to cut all the chains. So it was pretty depressing to watch the video and see how much disregard they have. I mean, they just don't care anything. But I mean, I was talking to another guy over by Prospect Park that hangs out by the smoke shop that I service the cameras. And they get some like gangster types that show up there from time to time. And he said that when they showed up, like they tried to take one of the guy's bikes. They tried to take one of the guy's dirt bikes, and he came out with a gun. But they were just doing the same deal, like with a van. So I mean, I don't know what's going on, but they have this idea that they can just go around the city and just pick up bikes with vans and nobody's gonna do anything about it. But some people have other ideas, you know. They're not going to let somebody just come by and take their bike. They're not okay with that. Not everybody's gonna just let someone take their bike like that. That's not okay. I mean, they obviously didn't think it was okay. You know, they thought it was okay to do that, but it's not. You know, it's pretty clear to me that it's not okay with a lot of people, including myself. You know, I'm not just going to let people... I have insurance on my bike, but this bike is mine. You know, I'm not paying for it so someone can just come along and swoop and take it. It's just kind of stupid, but the way they think they can do that. And it's been going... It's always been like that in New York, but the brazenness of it now is just a little bit fucked up. It's starting to piss me off because the way they're doing it now is just total disregard, like fuck you type of deal, and I don't like it. You know, it's okay if you want to take people's shit, but you know, I mean, it's always been like that in New York. There was always a lot of thieves, you know. New York's always been full of thieves. On the upper scale of things and on the lower scale. There's always been street thieves, crime, and then there's been like people in suits on Wall Street stealing from the rest of the country, you know, like, I mean, that was like a part. I've been in some of these small trading firms years ago where they were calling up people to fax over copies of the check so they could withdraw money from their account. You know, they were doing the whole game for a long time. They've been doing that, you know. It's been going on for years, but New York's always been full of criminals, and it hasn't changed, you know. But now the brazenness of it is just pissing me off, because I don't like the fact that people think that they can just come by, cut locks with a van and just load shit up willy-nilly, real slow, just taking time to sit on the steps. You know, that's not going to work. You know, that's not going to be okay with me. And I don't think it's going to be okay with anybody, you know. The only people it would be okay with is people who don't watch their bike. You know, like they just park it outside the street and hoping it's going to be there when they get back. That's not the type of person I'm not that kind of rider. And neither's the neighbor in my building. He's not parking his bike and hoping it'll be there. Did that, it's like depressing to look at that, because those guys look really young too, and if they think that there's no problem with doing shit like that, you know, it means they know something I don't know, because I'm not going to do that. Someone just coming up, chopping all my chains and fucking taking my XR, no problem. Yeah, just take it. Yeah, no problem, man. Just grab it. It don't work like that. I don't go for that at all, man. I'm not letting somebody just grab my bike and take their time, sweet ass time, and fucking load it up. Yeah, load up. Yeah, go ahead, man. Take your time. You know, like just like you just bought the bike, you know. I'm not saying theft of bikes was a lot, you know, okay with me before. I mean, I lost a bike up in Harlem because I was stupid. I just moved back to the States. There's certain things I thought would work, you know, in the past that did. And one of the things that always worked before for me was really older Enduro. You could just kind of like park it, but you didn't have to worry too much. But those fuckers got that shit, you know. It was an old 2002 or 2003 DR650, kind of ruddy, but it still ran fine. The engine was fine, but the appearance of the bike, I did kind of like clean it up a little too nice, and that goes against what you would want to do. I mean, if you're going to treat it like a rat bike, you don't want it to look nice, you know. A rat bike, you don't necessarily have to cover it all the time. You can leave it uncovered, but problem is Japanese bikes, they're gonna take those no matter what year, because you know they need parts for it. So your bike might just be a donor bike, you know, and they might take it just because they want they want an engine off of it. Or whatever, wheels, you know. But they don't care, and they took that bike in Harlem, and they snapped that up And then they also played a trick on me because they took my lock. So I wasn't aware. I wasn't privy to that trick where you scope somebody out